First item is the reading of our vision statement, if you will all join me. Students are learning and growing daily with the care of a small community to maximize their potential. All right. Are there any public comments regarding our agenda items? Being none, we'll move on to presentations. First item is celebrations. Dr. Halleck, what would you like to celebrate today?
Well, we have a lot of things to celebrate, actually, as a school corporation. One, I thought the retreat that Kevin and Jason put on for our faculty was very well received. I think it went about as well as any retreat for the first attempt here in a long time. To have one, people seemed happy. It was productive, lots of small group discussion, good ideas. And it's just fun to be able to report that it was a lot of good collaboration, and they get the credit. They did a good job putting this together. Second is I would say that nothing's perfect, but our start of this school year was as darn near perfect as it could be, down to even the buses and the transportation. I don't know what the principals would say. Maybe they got more calls than I did, but they didn't complain to me that they got a lot of calls. But talking to Sherry and Sandy, we had a handful of calls is it about where's my bus, when's my bus coming, what time is my bus going to pick me up. Communication is worked this year. You know, we sent letters out to every parent, we sent out postcards, we did a lot of communication this year, and Facebook website. So I think the beginning of the school year went as well as it ever could be expected to go. Because I don't think any of you called me about any complaints. I know none of you called me about anything that you felt like you needed to discuss with the superintendent about start of school. And when board members aren't getting calls, that makes me even happier. So yeah, we're glad we had that kind of school year start. Happy to report that we have a cross-country team this year. I think we have at least 2 runners who might help recruit some more runners. We have a schedule. They have 6 meets scheduled. They're all away, but we will get back to having cross-country for kids. They'll even be in this year's county, so Edinburgh will be represented in the county. I think we have 7 home football games scheduled for Edinburgh this year. Could have 8 if Brown County doesn't get their field finished in time. Right now it's an away game, but Brown County, right, could be a home game if you get the field done. So if they don't get it done. So, you know, to have possibly 7 and 8 home football games is wonderful for the small town of Edinburgh, because it's a big night out for everybody, and the golf carts and making a visit. So I'm just really thrilled about where we are right now to start school, and it's worth celebrating. So thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Sweet?
Well, I kind of like to celebrate the secretaries at the high school. It seems like I have called them a lot this week about different things, and they're always pleasant and happy to talk to me, and it's just kind of nice to have them on the other end of the phone.
Great. Ms. Swanson?
I enjoy the sunshine, and it's not raining today.
Yeah.
And I also enjoy the articles in the Courier that's
Yes.
about the school. So
Thanks.
thank you. You do a good job.
Thank you.
Mr. Blaker?
I really don't have much tonight. Just thanks to you all and all the staff for getting the school year started strong, it sounds like. So.
Good.
Mr. Powell?
I want to celebrate friendships. I feel like I've been blessed to have a lot of friends, and this whole room right here, and if I would make a list, I think I could fill up a cruise ship with all the friends that I've got. Very well blessed.
Lucky man.
So, yeah, and that's part of what makes Edinburgh special.
Ms. Hand?
We've had a great start to the school year, but I hate to stay on athletics, but the football coach, I don't know him personally, I've seen him a time or two, but there were 30 kids. Nobody knows the last time Edinburgh had 30 kids, I'm sure. And the boys are having fun. They're out trying to recruit other boys, telling them how much fun they're having, what a great season they're going to have. They are so pumped. And it's been a long time since football has been that way, and I think a lot of it, you know, I don't know what the coach is doing for them or not doing, or if it's just a crop of kids that really want to play, but it's great to hear what people are saying about the football and the students wanting to play. It's just
Well, good.
great.
There's good turnout for the scrimmage, it seemed like, too, this Friday. Just need all the stuff they put on there and have food trucks and all that too.
Everybody stay healthy.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, that'll be the key, won't it? Yeah. And the new parking out front of East Side looks great. I know you probably could use another 50 spots over there, but
Working on it.
that's something. But, celebrations. Here.
I don't have to.
Come on down.
I don't need to be in front of a mic. You guys can hear me, but I wanted to celebrate. And you may have seen it in the paper over the weekend, but iRead's iRead scores came back for Eastside. We're up to 88.9, so we've actually increased over 10% over the last 2 years. We've changed some of the interventions and some of the process we've done over those last 2 years. And one, as the numbers get released to the public, one thing to really look at is our special ed numbers. So Mr. Miller, Mrs. Martzel, Mrs. Cutter need to be kind of praised. We went up to 87.5% of our special ed students passing iRead, and when you look at other districts, a lot of districts saw a dip on that end. So that means all the interventions and things we've been doing with those kids are starting to really work and pay off. So seeing growth even with some of our more needy kids is fantastic. And I want to thank our maintenance crew. So far this school year, we have thrown them some curveballs. I had one of them having to climb in through an outside window to get into a classroom because the door got lodged shut and we needed some assistance. They got in there and got that fixed, and the storms blew down a good-sized hornet's nest out of the top of one of our big trees, and the guys were able to safely get that nest down out because it fell and landed far closer down at the bottom of the tree, but it was still up. They were able to get it out of the tree safely and remove before any students or they themselves got stung, so that was nice. One building report on top of, again, the retreat did go really well. I think almost all of my teachers were there. We had a couple people that could not make it, but the attendance was great, and I've heard nothing but good things. If you guys hear any other feedback, let me know, because I'd love to make it better if we do another one in the future. The first phase of our HVAC renovations is going ahead of schedule, which that never happens when contractors are involved, it seems. But they started early. I think they're going to end early and move on to the next phase. So there'll be new heating and air units in those classrooms. They've needed it for a long time. We've had leaks and just not well circulated air. Now we're going to have all of that in those rooms. So that's going well. They'll be moving on down the hallway soon. And then next week we'll be back with students in the morning. So thank you guys.
Thank you. Mr. Rocky?
I'd like to concur that the retreat did go well, and I'm going to contradict Dr. Halleck in that really Jason was responsible for the whole thing. He gave us lists and things to do, and we just did our part, so I appreciate him putting all that together for his teachers, but I thought it went well. My celebration, probably more than anything else, would be the way the students have responded to our new phone policy, which was a big concern for me at the high school in particular, because they're used to having it in the middle school. They've all done very well with that. We've only had, I don't know, maybe 2 phones turned in or in trouble for that out of everybody, which for me is amazing after trying to get used to having that out so much. And lunches, I've enjoyed seeing kids talking to each other and hanging out and doing some things. So I think it'll be make a big difference. But I think it's been helpful, and the kids really have done a nice job with that. As was mentioned, we had a football scrimmage on Friday. I was at the volleyball invitation in Morristown on Saturday, and they won the first 2. Some played really well, and then lost the second 2, but played tight games against some good teams and looked good. And again, I've always said my goal is play hard and have fun, as with my kids and with other kids, and I could tell they were having fun and they were playing hard out there this year, and it's going to be a good year for volleyball as well, as long as football, the same thing I noticed out there. So I'm excited about that. I wanted to let you know I met with every grade level during the first week of school, seniors first and then juniors, and the cafeteria, and just sat around in a circle and talked to them all about. I often say we can't do our jobs if we don't know what's expected of us. Teachers can't do what they're supposed to do if we don't tell them what they're expected, and same thing with students. So I talked to them all about our academic how important that is, and also attendance, but I spent most of the time talking about behavioral expectations, how we can help each other, how we can make this a school where everybody wants to come to. If you have to come to school, which we do, why not make it the best place it can be? So I talked to every student and every grade level, then I talked to the teachers about the same thing. I'd be happy to share with you what I discussed as well, so you can reinforce all the things that we talked about as well, but just wanted to let you know we've gone that, they know what we expect, and that gives us the ability to hold them to that, and the teachers will do the same, so.
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Move on to new business. Item is approval of the consent agenda.
Make a motion, we approve the consent agenda as presented in our packet.
I'll second.
Motion and second, any discussion? All those in favor, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Any old business,
No old business,
additional items,
no additional items.
public comments? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor, vote by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, next meeting, September